In at 135.6 pounds, wearing white trunks with gold trim. He brings a record of 4 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. From Talca, Chile, Luis Norambuena! Fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 137.7 pounds, wearing red trunks with black trim. He brings a record of 3 wins, no losses. From San Diego, California, Eric the Beast Puente!
It's good to be back, Christina. Thank you so much.
Happy to have you. Did great last week. All right, let's see what these guys got. 4 rounds in the lightweight division. Norambuena in the white trunks and Eric Puente in the black and red trunks.
Yes, and Puente being the more aggressive fighter, I'm sorry, Eric Puente being the boxer, and Norambuena being the more aggressive fighter. And Norambuena likes to fight on the inside. He likes to engage. So we'll see if Eric Puente can use that distance, and since he's got the height advantage and the reach advantage, and work behind that jab to set up his combinations.
Nice jabs to start here from Norambuena. I like how he's doubling up on that jab to start. And a nice double jab, right hand combination from Puente.
Way to use that distance, way to take care of that distance by Puente, keeping him at the end of his jab.
Puente says that he lives, eats, and sleeps boxing 24/7, has been a huge boxing fan all his life, and loves to take things away from watching tape of the greats like Juan Manuel Marquez, Marco Antonio Barrera, Morales, Sugar Ray Leonard. So definitely a student of the game, something fellow broadcaster Tim Bradley always likes to talk to these fighters about, guys that study the game, study from the greats, live and breathe boxing. And Eric the Beast Puente is one of those guys.
Yes, you can see that with Puente. He's the one with the amateur resume, if you will. He's got a nice little amateur background, and he's showing that tonight. He's keeping that poise and composure inside that ring. No pressure, second time in the bubble. Looking for his first knockout. We'll see if he can get it tonight.
Norambuena is tricky with that jab. He's been able to land it a few times through the guard of Puente. And even though taking this fight at short notice, he always stays ready. He's always in the gym. And he's just one of those guys, as I mentioned, is mid-match tough ever since his pro debut. 42-4, a combined record of all his opponents.
Yes, Norambuena hasn't fought since November of last year, 2019.
Yeah, so these guys, it's been hard to get work. You have fights scheduled in March or April. You think you're going to go, and then the global pandemic hits, and next thing you know, you're out for 7 or 8 months, and that's a long time for these prospects who are used to fighting every other month, if you will.
And boxing is a year-round sport, so you can never take any time off. You got to find yourself in the ring at all times. Birthdays, Christmas, holidays, you name it. You find yourself in the ring year-round.
Nice first rounds, a good action. Both guys landing in that exchange there. Just under 20 seconds to go here in round 1.
I think Puente is utilizing that distance very well. Again, working behind that jab, putting his punches together. I like what I see from Puente. Nice combination. Maybe sit on his punches a little more to try to generate more power.
Yeah, I feel like...
Here we go with Puente. Stepping in and out, letting his punches go, putting his punches together. Right hand, left hand to the chin. Nice double jab, straight right hand down the pipe.
Second round,
nice combination.
Eric is signed with split team management and David McWater, so good management team behind him, and a big opportunity for him, as you mentioned, Manny, his second time fighting in the bubble, although his first fight was not broadcast. It was one of those that we pre-taped before we went on air. So big opportunity here, and I know he has a lot of family and friends watching him, and he's off to a good start here after a solid round 1.
He's doing very good and handling the situation properly, maintaining its calm composure. Again, working behind that jab.
Oh, he gets caught with the left hand there on the way out by Norambuena.
Norambuena is not no pushover.
No,
Norambuena will give you a run for your money. He will make you work.
Let him go, let him go, let him go. Fuera,
nice step back, right uppercut, left hook by Puente.
Come on, Luis. Let's go, Luis.
Puente's got to keep that jab out there. He's got to continue to jab, jab, double jab. Maybe work on his feints and catch Norambuena stepping in.
Especially because Norambuena is throwing a lot of these shots a little bit wide, looping. If Puente can use a feint and try to time him, he may be able to get a crisp, short punch on the inside around these looping hooks of Norambuena.
That's correct. You figure Puente has a 1-inch height advantage, but he looks much, much taller than you know. We have Norambuena being 5'7" and Puente being 5'8", but it doesn't look that way in that ring.
I think also the way Luis Norambuena is a little bit got that crouch, like hunched over style, rounded. His shoulders and his back even makes him look a little bit shorter.
Correct. There we go again with Puente landing some nice combinations to the body, finishing up on top to the head. And establishing the jab. Here we go once again.
Maybe he's getting another inch or so with that hair, with those braids.
He's got good ring generalship by Puente.
Yeah, he's doing a
Very
nice
good
job.
ring
Does not look like he's only had 3 professional fights in there.
Absolutely not. He doesn't look like a 4-round fighter.
Very good casing by him as well. Beautiful combination there by Puente.
And way to get out. Step in, release your combination, step back out, step and turn. And not allow your opponent to catch you.
And he's slipping those hooks, yeah.
Hit and not get hit is the name of the game, and that's exactly what Puente's doing at this moment in time. Norambuena, you know, more experience, has 10 professional fights under his wing. Meanwhile, Puente.
And then Joet Gonzalez coming off the first loss of his career against Shakur Stevenson, looking to get back in the win column and get another shot at a world title. So that's still to come in our co-main event tonight. This one, round 3, scheduled for 4. Christina Poncher and Manny Robles here with you. We are not in the bubble. We are at a studio in Southern California calling the fights off some monitors here. So there's a tiny slight delay, but nonetheless, happy to bring you the action from Las Vegas.
Nice 1-2 punch that Puente just landed on Norambuena just a second ago. Controlling the pace, controlling the distance again behind that jab. But maybe perhaps he can step on the pedal a little more. Maybe try to be more aggressive and try to look for that, you know, possibly his first knockout. He does have control of the situation. Norambuena proves to have a chin.
Yeah, we talked about the losses. Although he does have 5 losses, he's only been stopped once, and that was in his last fight back in November to very talented Elvis Rodriguez.
That is correct. Elvis Rodriguez he's definitely a special type of fighter. Good jab again by Puente. Nice uppercut. Way to set that up, stepping back and catching him with that right uppercut. Putting his punches together, touch, let it go. Trying to set up a big shot. Not every punch has to be a power punch. You want to set up your opponent. A nice body shot.
He's doing a good job too, getting out of that distance, getting right out of that range, and then coming back to attack, even if it's just with a single jab.
That is correct. Showing some poise, showing experience. I believe that amateur experience that he's had is helping him reach this level.
Well, and the sparring that you're getting at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. I was talking to Robert's son, Junior Pita, as we call him. He said that he got in some good sparring with Brian Lua, with Hector Tanajera, with Neno, with Luis Coria. I mean, that's great work in the gym, in sparring.
I'll tell you what, with all due respect to Norambuena, when your sparring partners are better than your opponent, I'll tell you what can stop you. You come into a fight knowing that you're prepared well, knowing that you had great sparring, and that gives you that confidence to come into a fight such as this one and know that you can dominate, knowing that you had great sparring in the gym.
Yeah, the only thing that, you know, you got to think about is Norambuena taking this fight at last minute. Not a lot of time to prepare for your opponent. Some of that unknown, so you always got to, like you said, he probably could step on it a little bit more, but at the same time, I feel like he's
asking Norambuena to go out there and try to win the fight.
well, isn't that,
I'm not gonna translate the rest of what they said, but they're pretty much telling them to go for broke.
We'll take the PG version.
There we go. Nice upper. There we go by Puente. Really doing a fine job putting his punches together and getting out of danger. Great job by Puente. And just as I said in the last round, Robert Garcia really telling him to go out there and push the fight, press the fight.
But don't get careless.
But don't get careless, exactly. And ask them, you know, that's a sign of experience in that corner with Robert Garcia asking Puente, how did you feel his power? Did you feel his power? That's also important too, for your fighters to be honest with you and tell you, hey, this guy can crack. Well, you know what? I'm good. You know, I can go through his punches. Then you can go ahead and press on the action.
Yeah, I definitely like when I'm listening to the corner and I hear the trainer ask the fighter a question or try to warrant a response out of them too, not just giving direction the whole time, but having some communications. Their feet gets tangled up here a little bit, and a little bit of a wrestling match breaking out here in round 4. Norambuena getting a little bit desperate, knowing at this point he needs a knockout to win this fight, likely.
I guess he's listening to instructions in the corner. You got to go out there and go for broke if you want to win this fight.
And that's probably why, and Robert knowing that too with the experience and the great trainer that he is, telling his fighter, be careful, because he's going to go out there and go for it all.
Nice way to set up that jab.
Let him go, let him go.
Again, taking control of the situation. Holding, it's okay to hold. Why not? It's part of boxing. Way to break out of it. Work your way out of that situation. Puente setting up that right hand. There we go. Jab, step back. Oh, nice hook by Norambuena.
Now that came from the hip of Norambuena. Puente did not see that punch coming. Fortunately for him, not a lot of steam on that punch. Just a minute left to go. And again, gets caught with the right hand. Some of those things, you don't want to have any lapses of defense, even though you have the fight under control. Against a stronger puncher, granted, Norambuena has no knockouts. Those are punches that in a close fight can change things.
Definitely. I like the way Puente is setting up the jab and the 1-2s. Yes, he's not coming back with just the right hand. He's coming back with that backhand, as you see there. Jab, backhand, jab, straight right, jab, right uppercut, mixing up and try to set up traps to catch his opponent. There we go again. And getting out of harm's way at the same time. Good ring generalship by Puente. 1-2, 1-2, 1.
Real crisp, not a lot of wasted energy, wasted punches from Puente. That's what Robert Garcia likes to see. And that's it. Once again, going the distance is Eric.
He's great. One of the best in the business.
Let's take a look at a recap. And great boxing, great utilization of the jab and combinations all throughout the fight from Eric Puente.
Excellent job by Puente. Look at that nice right uppercut. Always setting it up behind the jab. Trying to duke it out there with Norambuena. Show him he can fight, he can box. Showing good ring generalship, stepping in, stepping back out. But Norambuena was game.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds here inside the MGM Grand, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Steve Weisfeld has the bout 39-37. Lisa Giampa and Chris Migliori have the bout 40-36. All in favor for your winner by unanimous decision, Eric the Beast Puente.
And Eric Puente gets the decision.